Alright, so here we are today. These are the chickens. And that's Nibby the cat. So I've got McLaren bar style tracks on the skid steer here. And said after 20 hours, it said to retighten them. So, as you can see, they have a lot of play. And so when I started, they were pretty tight. I had to take I took one link out on each side. And then after we done that, we had to tighten them up. I think we had to go 7 links to tighten them up. So today I got to tighten them up more because I put my 20 hours on it that they recommend to put on there first. And we're going to tighten these up and show you how that goes. As long as the chickens don't eat me here. We'll get these tightened up. They actually came with this tool to take them on and off and tighten them. I know I watched a lot of videos, just showed people with, just showed them with ratchet straps, actually tightening them down. This might be what happens here. In the world. And what you got with these is this square nut. It looks like this. And it just slides inside of here. And then that's what makes it tighten and loosen on these. Maybe it does. What is going on? There we go. And these things are packed full of mud. And these things are just packed with mud, so they just don't want to slide in all the way. They are just so packed full. This is gonna take a while. You would think as much as these things cost that they would send a halfway decent ratchet with them. This one kind of doesn't like to change very easily in between loosen and tightening. Yep, I think this ratchet just bit the dust. Oh, there, it's working again. This one might be a little tough. How close it is to the tire. Alright, so that's 2 links moved. It looks like that made a pretty big difference. Now to get the inside ones. Actually, taking out the wrong one right there. Tighten that back up. Loosen this one. I probably have to do several of these. Because I had to do 7 when I first got them. You know, here's part of the deal with what I've watched videos on. So you gotta watch when you change them out, because you can't have an outer hole and an outer hole. Is how they come factory. So you can't have an inner and an inner, because it'll make them too close and they won't work right. So here's what I'm talking about. So you have these 2, which I'm calling the outer holes. And then you got 2 holes here that I'm calling the inner holes. So you can't have them both on the inner holes, because then they're too tight and they clang together, and I guess it wears them out faster. So you have to go through each one and move one of these at a time to the inner to take up some of the slack. My Bobcat is an 863. It's got 12.5-inch tires on it, rims I should say. And yeah, that's what McLaren told me worked for this, and they did. I just had to take out one track pad and move 7 links to begin with, and they were actually tight when I done it. And then the instructions say after 20 hours of use that you need to retighten them, and I've probably done the 20 pretty easy. So they, you know, supposed to have 1 to 5 inches of, I'm sorry, I've read 1 to 3 inches of slop. Once you run a level across there, a nice flat true surface, you should only have about 3 inches of droop in there. So obviously I have a lot more than that. And if we look at this side, you can really see how much plays in there. The other side seemed to be worse. This side's not terrible, but it's not real good either. But I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to be able to do that. I also think that might be part of my problem, because if you look down here, right in here, if I have my boom down all the way and I'm mowing or I'm doing anything and I'm moving with these tracks, it seems to catch right there. I think because it just has a little bit of play in it that it's able to reach in there and catch. You can see how close it is now, right there. I think it actually reaches in there and hits that. Better it's hitting this. I'm not sure, but we're gonna see if tightening that up fixes it or not.